first is find a space on the floor. We're gonna start with our wrists. So coming onto your knees, hands are flat, fingers are as spaced out as you can make them. Elbows are locked out, shoulder blades are down. We're gonna rock forward 5 or 6 times. Gripping the floor with the bottoms of your hands, your palms, and your fingers. Keep the elbows straight. Awesome. From there, we're going to point the hands towards us. Palms are still down. This one's a bit harder, so if you need to come over your wrists a bit more, you can. Making sure the elbows stay straight. Again, nice easy pressure, rocking back. Push into the ground with the bottoms of the hands and the fingers. Shoulder blades are down, elbows are locked out. Excellent. So we're going to go into the backs of our hands now. This one is even more demanding. Fingers are spaced, making sure your elbows are locked out, shoulders are down. If it's enough for you to just hold this position, just hold. Otherwise, feel free to rock forwards and backwards. Pushing the backs of the hands into the ground. Breathe. This is not an ideal floor for this. Hopefully you have carpet. Good, we're gonna slowly peel ourselves out of that. Making fists now. Hand down, then back to the fist. So we're gonna do a few each direction. Awesome, now I'm switching, opposite hand down. Excellent. Okay, shake out the wrists. For the rest of today, actually, we're gonna find a wall space. So anywhere in your house, you can find. We're gonna start with our backs against the wall. So this one we call Ragdoll or Lumbar CARs. We're gonna trace a big circle with our low spine. So feet are shoulder width and about a foot away from the wall. If they are too close to the wall, you'll tip over. So make sure they're a good foot away. So from here, we are going to tip over, side bend over the one side, let's say the left, and then we're reaching our hands towards the outside of that left foot. We're trying to relax everything at the bottom, then wrapping around, reaching to the outside of the other foot. We're coming back up. So we're gonna do 3 each direction. The goal is to keep the sit bones on the wall. So again, reaching, lower body's tight, upper body is lax, wrapping forward, then around, then up, and we have one more. Awesome, let's switch directions. So now side bending to the right or the opposite side you just were. Upper body is relaxed. We're reaching to the outside of that right foot. Sit bones on the wall. Wrapping around to the outside of the other foot. And slowly coming back up. 2 more. Side bend. Reaching. On this last rep, really try and relax relax your neck as well. Arms are dangling, neck is relaxed. Good, great. So this one, hands are gonna be on the wall. We are gonna do scapula CARs or shoulder blade circles. So tracing circles with our shoulder blades. So with the hands on the wall, we're gonna shrug up, pull the shoulder blades back, drive them down, push them forward. So if someone were looking at you from the side, it's like you're tracing a circle with that shoulder. These ones can be tricky. Keep thinking about what you're doing. Snap, crackling, and popping is okay if you're getting any sorts of sharp shooting sensations. Maybe try these with your hands on your thighs instead. And we're gonna reverse. So pull back, drive up, push forward, drive down. Pull back, drive up, push forward, push down, back, up, forward, down. One more. Good, with the hands still on the wall, we're gonna come into a hip hinge or a flex hip. Arms are straight. We're gonna send the bum back with straight legs. You may need to change your hand or foot position to get a stretch out of this. You might feel it in the fronts of your shoulders or maybe in the backs of your legs. From this closed position, we're gonna bend one knee, then straighten it, then bend the other knee. Straighten, alternating between sides. Letting that hip dip. Good, we're gonna take 3 big breaths in and out here, in through the nose, out through the nose. As you breathe out, try and melt further towards the ground with your chest. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. One more and out. Good, coming up out of that, keep the hands on the wall, feet are fixed to the ground. We're gonna let our hips come forward, look slightly up. Pull the shoulder blades down and back. And then we're gonna come back into our hinge, alternating between those two. Then hips come up and through, shoulder blades back, look slightly up at the ceiling. Hinge. Then coming up, hips through, shoulder blades down and back, look up slightly. Last one. Then coming up, hips through. Good, so sticking with the wall, we are going to come into some heel raises. This is a little bit more work than it is flexibility or mobility, but I want you to try and space your toes. So space them kind of as much as you can. I don't know if you guys can see mine. Make sure you're making points of contact with the big toe and then the bottom knuckles. So it's like a tripod. As we do our heel raises, we're not coming out like this. Our toes are nice and spaced, and we're just coming up into a half heel raise. So hands on the wall for balance help. Feet are pointed straight forward, space the toes as much as you can. And then we're gonna come up and slow on the way down. Come up We'll come down for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then up, down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Up, down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one here. Coming up, then down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last little bit on the wall here, we are going to do hip cars. Wall facing hip cars. So the tricky part about this one is keeping your arms straight. Sometimes we tend to do strange things with our bodies. So lock the arms out. Elbows are tight. So from here, our left knee comes to our chest. We're opening our hip to the side and then sending the heel back, corkscrewing at the hip joint. So that's 1, sweeping through knee high, open out to the side, and then rotating to send the heel back. Be tall, be tight. That's 2, and we are going to reverse. So pinch the heel to the bum. Elbows are straight. Heel back, then coming up and over that hurdle. Tuck the ribs down. 1 more rep. Straight elbows. Heel is back and coming up and over. Excellent. Switch sides. Right leg up. Open it out to the side. Corkscrewing at the hip to send the heel back. Knee up, out to the side, tracing the heel back and through. Now we're going to reverse. So pinch the heel towards the bum. Heel comes straight back, hip extension, be tall, be tight. Leg wraps up and over, round the front. We have our last one here. Straight elbows, hip extension, heel to bum. Come up and over that hurdle. Tuck the ribs down and through. Good. We are going to finish with a nice easy calf stretch. So toe is up on the wall. The leg of the foot that you're working on right now is straight. And then you're using your back leg to kind of push your hips towards the wall. So front knee is locked out. You're just coming towards the wall as much as you need to until you can engage all of the tissue in the back of that leg. So from here, we're gonna hold. If you want a little bit more, you can trace circles with your hip. So the leg always stays locked out. Just tracing little circles. And switch directions. Good, switch feet. Toes on the wall, leg is locked out. Use your back leg to push your hips towards the wall. We're engaging all that tissue and then adding in circles if you wish. You may find one side is a lot more restricted. And switch directions, circle the other way. This one is a little bit easier with shoes on.